We're getting fat tonight, we're getting fat tonight, you getting fat tonight.
If there's a cure for this, I don't want it, I don't want it. If there's a remedy,
Alright guys, we have a bombshell sponsor. I would like to thank G4Free for sponsoring today's video. So guys, G4Free is essentially a online athleisure wear company, and I would say that they provide elevated athleisure wear. You can wear them to yoga, you can run in them, but you can also run errands and still look very chic and put together. In this first look, I have this gorgeous fitted activewear jacket, and it is so soft and comfortable. I love it because it does have the thumb holes. It also has pockets, and it has the scoop waist. I like that because it just pulls you in and just makes you look so sophisticated. I also like the fact that as far as the zipper is concerned, you can zip it all the way up if you want to go a little bit more conservative. I did get all of the jackets in a size small. Honestly, I think that I could have used a medium, but right now I'm in between sizes. However, if you like your things to fit a little bit snug, you can go with your true size. All right, so let's get into these pants. They are so comfortable. So guys, in the pants, I did go with a size small. However, I went with a small/tall. If you want a little bit more length, you can pick something with a longer inseam. I do tend to like my pants just a little bit longer. These pants are beautiful. They are lined in a fleece, and so these are perfect for the cold weather. Now, despite the fact that they do have the fleece lining, they are very comfortable. They feel lightweight, but they absolutely keep you warm. On the next look, I did select the jacket, the same exact jacket, but I did a different color. And it is again the same style. As far as the pants, I selected the flare leg yoga pants. Guys, these pants are so comfortable. As far as the sizing, I did select my pants in a small, tall. Now this particular style does run really long, so if you are a tall girly, these pants are absolutely tall girl friendly. They even have something for the short petite girls. I absolutely love these pants. Now I actually did a test run on these pants before I filmed this video, and I wore them for approximately 8 hours, and I did not want to take them off. They were so comfortable and so soft. They literally felt like a second skin. I also love the fact that they have the high waist. I like the fact that they are breathable, they are elevated, also give you that little snatch on the waistline. So guys, these pants are perfect for yoga, walking, running, or just a simple working out. Or of course, if you have a meeting, a lunch date, and you want to look a little bit more elevated, like I said earlier, you can do that as well. By the way, guys, all of these items are priced under $40. We love a great deal. Guys, so the last look is this gorgeous brown look that you see before you. So again, I did select the jacket in the chocolate brown. I'm going to make sure that I put all of the colors as well as the links in the description box. Again, I did go small on the jacket. As far as the pants are concerned, I did go with a size small on the pants, as well as a 33-inch inseam. Guys, I love these pants because again, these can double as yoga pants, elevated casual, or you can even wear these to the office. They are very stretchy as well as comfortable. You are a girly that would like to wear these to the office and you want your pants to be just a little bit longer, I would go ahead and say get your size. These are true to size, but maybe instead of getting a 33-inch inseam, maybe go up to a 35, which is what I should have done, but that's not a problem. Most importantly, or the biggest thing here, is the price point. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to work with the company, because everything was so affordable, and because we are the bombshells, and here at Bombshell Nation, guys, we love a great deal. G4Free will be hosting a Black Friday sale, so guys, make sure you head over by clicking the links in the description box below. If they are gracious enough to offer us an additional discount code, I'll make sure that I put that in the description box as well. Once again, I would like to thank G4Free for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and on to the vlog.
baby,
Hey girls, happy Sunday. So guys, it's a little later in the afternoon. I did not come back and talk to y'all last night because I was exhausted, but I also had a lot of work to do. So I had to do a little bit of a re-edit on a sponsorship, and I was working on that or whatever. And so after that, I was just just kind of doing some stuff around the house. So I had such a great time with y'all yesterday. It feels so good to be able to get up and get out of the house and create content that I can say that I feel like you guys feel that my content has always been engaging in some kind of way, whether it's us laughing or whether it's just us like, being at home or having some in-depth conversations, or me educating you guys, or whatever it is. It's always been engaging, and I'm going off of what the YouTube analytics say. However, for me, I was kind of just not, I was just losing my interest in it. So yeah, it feels good to get out and just do different things and, get my creativity back. And I'm in such a good place. I'm so happy. So I had to come down here and get me a cup of delicious coffee. It's a little watered down, but that's okay. So yeah, when we go back upstairs, I need to do some tidying up around the house. We're gonna do that, and I wanna make a snack plate. I stopped at Aldi, and I really took my time and walked through the store. Girl, it literally has a replica of, not even a replica, but a version of everything that's at Whole Foods, but it's just a little bit more affordable at Aldi. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I had anything juicy to tell y'all. This coffee is so good. It's like a warm hug from the inside, girl. One thing that I did see on social media is Pizza Hut Walker. In other words, Summer Walker. Summer Walker told this guy, Rich the Kid, that she just, she don't care about being a side chick. He can save her name under Pizza Hut if he have to. And I was like, what is this world coming to? The only reason why you would be okay with playing second fiddle is because you just don't feel good about yourself. Because I can't imagine a woman with self-confidence that would be okay with just playing second fiddle to a guy. I'll never understand that. And it's just like, she came up and she did talk about the fact of like, yeah, like she was like, she was just saying like he spends money on me and all of this kind of stuff. But I'm just like, girl, you have your own means, but I don't know. I'm definitely not pocket watching, but maybe her lifestyle exceeds her means, you know what I'm saying? And so that's another thing I'm about to segue into, because y'all know how, baby, we be running through these subjects. What I had to realize, and I think I realized this a long time ago, if you can have one person that brings in $30,000 a month, and you can have someone else that brings in $10,000 a month, and their lifestyles can look exactly the same, depending on how much they spend and the level of, if they spend really frivolously or if they are very smart with their money. Literally, your lifestyle can look the same if you don't require a whole lot of stuff. You don't require a lot of stuff and you don't acquire a lot of stuff. You could probably do really, really well off of $10,000 a month. Or on the contrary, if you're someone who's used to making $30,000 and you've gotten accustomed to a $30,000 lifestyle, a $10,000, losing $20,000 in income is going to be a far fall from grace. So that's why I always say, try to live below your means, so then you won't be having to be out here asking nobody to save your name under Pizza Hut. But she said he'd be treating her well and stuff like that or whatever. But I'm like, no amount of money is worth being treated well by somebody else's man. And then not only that, let me kind of go back. Summer Walker is the reason why women do not feel comfortable with a man having platonic female friends. Because girl, Summer Walker was trying to be friends with Tory Bricks. girl, trying to like, oh, you my sis, and giving a girl advice and all of this kind of stuff. Meanwhile, you are messing with her man. That is why women are not comfortable with male to female platonic relationships, because it's what I said in the last vlog. People do be like, oh yeah, girl, that's my brother, that's my bro, that's my little bro. I'm gonna put you on him, and then the whole time they messing with him. So I get it, but the fact that she went and backdoored the girl. So it was Tory Bricks that released the voicemails. But anyway, let me get off my soapbox, because what I'm trying to do is to not be too involved or invested in things that I simply cannot relate to. And that's something that I just simply cannot relate to. So what I've been doing lately, when I am on social media, the minute I see a story or something on there and I'm like, oh, this is not for you, because every piece of content that you consume is not for you. So the minute I see that this is not for me, I'm gonna go ahead on and scroll, baby. You know, and so yeah, that's just kind of where I am with that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and head back upstairs. It's cold down here, girl. They still got the air on and everything. So I'm gonna head back upstairs and try to well, I'm actually gonna tidy up the kitchen and stuff, and then we're gonna make our cute little snack plate after that. Okay. I know I said I needed to go upstairs, but girls, I remembered that I needed to get some water and some paper towels. And so I came and got in my car. Yes, girl. I am literally like a teenager every chance I get. You know what I'm saying? Every little step I take, I'm in the car. Okay, so girls, listen. I forgot to tell y'all this. Tomorrow, we need to go to get the car inspected, because remember, we had to drive 50 miles, and we surpassed 50 miles. So we're going to go get the car inspected, and then we are going to continue to look for a vase for the hallway. So we'll continue to do that or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. This vlog will actually be posted on Monday, but because I have, let me think here, sheesh, I got another sponsorship that needs to be posted, and so I'll probably do a spend the day with me, and you guys will get that on Tuesday. Girl, what is going on, girl? Y'all, I have not been out. I told y'all, girl, one thing about Houston, it's gonna change in 48 hours. You're not gonna even know what city you in, girl. The CVS is gone. I'm fucking dead, girl. Okay, so now we gotta, because I was gonna run up here and get some water. Girl, how long the damn CVS been gone? Oh, CVS is gone. Jack in the Box is gone. What is going on? Value Village is gone. Oh my God, they taking away everything. Okay, so now we need to go to, we'll just pull up on Walgreens and go there, and then oh, you know what? Oh, maybe since we out already, we need to pull up on Trader Joe's. I don't know. No, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go get exactly what we need and go back home. So yeah, sometimes Walgreens be having some good stuff or whatever. So yeah, because you know, the thing is, it's like you start doing all of these little bargaining things with yourself. You start being like, oh, you know, I'm just going to go to Walgreens, and then you be like, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, and girl, the next thing you know, you at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, you know what I'm saying? You everywhere except for where you need to be. And then you know, you'll look up and the whole day is completely gone. And I want to get started on editing early enough where my creative juices are still flowing, and I'm also not feeling like I have to, not necessarily rush, but I'm so drained from the day till I can't be creative. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I am with it. But yeah, so shit, if I would have known CVS was going to be closed, or it was no longer open, I would have just pulled up on Kroger and, you know, took my happy self home. But y'all know what? We really are in a Girl, please don't tell me Walgreens is gone too. Girl, I don't see no cars at Walgreens. But anyway, we really are in a recession. When I used to go in Ross, it used to be packed. I'm talking about those lines. You guys know, if you've ever shopped in Ross, those lines used to be from the front all the way to the back. Yesterday, it was no lines. Another recession indicator is, girl, I ordered some pizza from Papa John's a few weeks ago. I ordered the pizza around, I don't know, 7:05. Girl, why was the pizza at my house maybe 20 minutes later? And that's because they're not getting the business that they used to. People aren't ordering out like that. You know, things are just changing. And not only that, Ross is a lot more expensive than they used to be. And also the thrift store is, which Goodwill pissed me off with those prices, because I'm like, girl, people donate this stuff to y'all, so why is everything so expensive? Girl, why is this YN looking over here? Girl, don't be looking over here, baby. You better get up on this, girl. Girl, why they looking like Master P and Juvenile over here? I'm trying to park where we can just go walk straight in the store. You know what I'm saying? Plus, what I have on, girls, I normally would not wear something like this out of my house, but it's Walgreens. You know what I'm saying? We're not going nowhere spectacular. But shit, I don't know what I'm complaining about, because the kids that I'm looking, these little children, and baby, they got on their house shoes, they socks, and they pajamas. So I don't know why I'm trying to be I don't know what I'm worried about. Yeah, because girl, what is, okay, we just gonna park at curbside. What they gonna do? Okay, all right, let me run in here really quick, girls, and I'm gonna give you guys a call back. All right, girls, y'all, I just witnessed the saddest thing, girl. I done went in Walgreens. Well, before I get in Walgreens, it's a little kid, and he's selling candy, and he's asking like, could I give a donation? And I was like, I don't have any cash. And then he was just like, well, do you have Apple Pay? And I was like, I don't really know how to use Apple Pay. And then he was just like, well, can you just give me something from McDonald's? And so I was, you know, he was like, if it's not too inconvenient for you. And so I was like, at that point, I was like, well, I'll just try to figure out how to use Apple Pay, and I'll send you, you know, a couple of bucks or whatever to get you something, because he wanted like a $5 meal. And then I started talking to him, and I was like, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 14. Oh my God, girl, that just broke my heart. And I was like, what are you doing out here just hanging out? And he was just like, my mom put me out. And so I didn't, you know, because I'm gonna be honest, girls, I don't have kids, but I know kids be acting bad and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so he was just like, the mama put him out. I didn't want to get too much in his business, because I'm gonna be honest, girl, he is 14 years old, and I think kids, you know, they be acting bad and stuff, but like, what could a little kid at 14 do to get kicked out? And so anyway, I don't know if he was telling the truth or not, but then I asked him, you know, was he in school? And he said no. Well, y'all know me, I'm big on education. And once he said no, I was like, oh my God, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're not in school, you're 14 years old. And he was like, well, that's because I just don't have anywhere to live right now. You know how, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it just broke my heart to be like, at 14 years old, you not in school. Like, what happens when a little kid is not in school at that age? Like, does like the mom and them get in trouble? Like, what happens? Because you're just out in the world, just not in school or anything. And y'all, it's so sad. It's heartbreaking. Oh, and I was just talking to him like, man, you got your whole life ahead of you. You have your whole life ahead of you, and it's like, I don't want to see you hanging out at Walgreens, but everything happens for a reason, because, girl, we was trying to go to CVS, and look, we ended up at Walgreens. Oh, but I was just like, you could do so much with your life. You only 14 years old. And I told him, I was like, I don't frequent this area much, but I don't want to see you. Next time I come over here, I don't want to see you hanging out at Walgreens. Like I said, I know sometimes parents and kids have their differences, but I just see if you can make it right. But again, you'll never really know the someone's full circumstances, or you know, whatever is really going on. And he's a kid, and I could tell by talking to him, like, you know, he gets overwhelmed really easily. I could tell, you know, as adults, we can pick up on stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, he gets overwhelmed really easily if he's being asked too many questions. And then too, I'm like, shit, who am I to be trying to probe in this little boy's business? But it's just the fact that it just broke my heart a little. And y'all, he was a little black boy. That's the part that's more heartbreaking, because I just know, like, the state of young black men, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's like young black men are just so much more vulnerable to not, you know what I'm saying, having exposure to certain things or whatever. It's just sad. You know, young black girls, it's just like, you know, as black women, it's way more, it's just so much success in the community of black women. And so of course we're going to mentor to little girls. We're going to direct them and tell them what to do, tell them what not to do. But as young black boys, they don't have a lot of strong positive examples in comparison to what we have. So anyway, it just broke my heart to know, like, it's kids out here on the streets at 14 years old. At 14 years old, I was still having to ask if I could have some juice. You know, I didn't have free reign over my life at 14 years old. But anyway, girls, we just gonna pray for him, ask God to cover him and to guide him and to lead him and to order his steps and to protect him. You know, that's all we can do. But it's still, it doesn't make it any, you know, it just doesn't make it any better. But anyway, girls, I need to run in Sally's really quickly. Since I was already in this area, I was like, let me go run in Sally's because I need to get a little bit of gel for this hair. So let's do that, and then we'll go head on and go back to the house. All right, girls, we are getting ready to make some girl dinner. So I have everything pretty much kind of prepared. So we're going to have celery, boiled eggs. We're going to have some grapes. I love the red grapes, so good, and the smaller they are, the better they are. So I love these. We're gonna have that, and of course we're gonna have some olives, and then we're going to have some goat cheese. This is the roasted red pepper goat cheese. And then just for a little sweet treat, we're gonna add some Biscoff milk chocolate cookies. And then for something kind of crispy, a little bit sweet, a little bit salty, we're gonna add some sweet chili brown rice crisp. And so guys, I bought all of these ingredients from Aldi. And so all we're gonna do is assemble the plate. So we have this gorgeous little bowl right here. And then we have this right here, y'all. This entire set was $10. All right, girls, so here it is. So pretty. Oh my God, it came out better than I expected. It is gorgeous. I don't even want to eat it. So I have been seeing these TikToks go around about girl dinner, and I wanted to try one for myself. Now, y'all remember we made the Tiffany plates. Should I start? So we're gonna start with a little bit of this goat cheese, and we're gonna put a little bit on the chip. So now we're gonna have a little bit on the celery. Oh my God, that's so good. The goat cheese kind of reminds me of pimento cheese. So we're gonna have a little bit on an egg. So we're gonna take an olive, and I'm just gonna press the olive down. And then we're gonna top that off with a little bit of the goat cheese. Oh my God, that's really good. It's really good. It's like balanced. So you have the goat cheese, which is the creaminess, the egg, and then you have the olive, which adds a little bit of saltiness to it. It's really, really good. You know what I forgot? The dried cranberries. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna take a bite of this. Let me get one more olive because I devoured that olive. So one more olive. And then we're gonna have a grape on the side. So we're gonna chase it with a grape. Tender. It's tender. Baby. Girl, I feel like dancing. I might do a happy dance. This is so good. Okay. So now we're gonna try a grape with a little bit of the goat cheese. Baby, oh my God, this is so divine. Oh my God. Okay, so now an olive. Did we do this combination already? I don't know. No, we didn't do the olive by itself. And this is one of the larger olives. So the olives that I purchased was an assortment of olives. Okay. Ooh, the olive is very salty by itself, so you might want to chase it with a grape. Let's try a piece of celery with the grape. Now let's chase it. It's light and very cleansing on the palate, but it does not have that wow factor. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna be honest with you, these chips are delicious, but to be very honest, the celery is gonna give you the right amount of crunch, you know? Like I said, the chips are good, but they're not necessary. This is so good. And then let's chase it with a little bit of the cookie. This chocolate, it is the perfect pairing. Perfect. So yeah. So the next time we do this, we'll do a little bit of a different combination. And we'll skip the chips. The chips are good, like if you want to dip them in tuna or something like that. But yeah, this was so good. So girls, let me know if you have any intentions on making girl dinner. This is for all my fabulous single women that, well, you don't have to be single to make girl dinner. Maybe your boo or your partner is out of town on a business trip. Maybe the kids are away. Or maybe you just want something light for dinner on your own without having to eat whatever they're eating, so you can make this. And of course, for my single girls like myself, this is literally the perfect dinner. So you have your protein, your vegetables, something a little sweet, you have your cookies, and then of course the chips. But with the chips, we're gonna go a little bit more light and fluffy the next time. All right, girls, so this is the vase that I purchased from Texas Thrift. The vase was $5 and the flowers were, no, I'm sorry, the vase was $5.50 and the flowers were $5.50, and these were at Texas Thrift. So of course it came separate, but I just put everything together. And this is the exact look that I'm going for. But what I'm gonna do is get like some molding putty or textured putty, and we are gonna cover this vase and give it a really nice texture. And then from there, we're gonna paint it a gloss black. So, you know, I'm a texture girl. So I like different types of texture. So that's why we're gonna be doing that with the vase. And plus, I want the branches on the flower. I want the flowers to sit up a lot higher. Yesterday, I literally put all of the purses in my other credenza. And so now this credenza is just here to house all of my perfumes, my lotions, oils, and you know, all things pretty girl related. And so I love how this looks so much better than just having those purses in here. Also, guys, and this is not something we're going to be doing right away, but we're going to refinish the top of the credenza. I used to have some flowers that were like from a company, and the flowers were real and they're supposed to last over a year. But when the flowers would fall on the credenza, they would kind of, damage the credenza. So I got rid of those. This book and candle, we're going to be moving that. And then I think the last thing we're probably going to do with this space is put 2 pictures on each side. So we'll be taking 2 pictures that I have in the bedroom, and we'll be taking those out and putting those here. So I think what I'm about to do is just kind of get an idea of how those pictures are going to look. All right, girls, we're getting fat tonight. We're getting fat tonight. We're getting fat tonight. You getting fat tonight. Girls, we have been eating a lot in this vlog. This is our second time cooking, but y'all, I've been feeling like a little fat jelly bean lately. I've just been feeling like really hungry and stuff. And it's times like this where I wish I had somebody to be fatties with, like I just been wanting to eat. And this is like not like me. But anyway, girls, we're making some French fries, but I like to make mine in the conventional oven. I don't want to do air fry. We also have a deep fryer, and I'll tell you guys more about that. But I don't have any oil for the deep fryer, but that's okay. So we're just gonna go the route that I typically go. So when I do my potatoes, I like to cut them about this thick, and then I just like to maybe slice them about, I guess that's less than ½ an inch. So yeah, and then another thing that I like to do is, okay, I have the pan already out, or the pan out. I like to spray the pan as well as spray the potatoes, and then put the seasoning on and just let them bake like that in the oven. I set my oven for 385, and I think we'll leave them in the oven for about 30 minutes. But I am starving right now, so we might have to eat some celery and some grapes, girl. But yeah, so I found out today, unfortunately, that Campbell's soup, baby, the CEO then came down to the thing and said that soup is for poor people. He said it's for the poors. It's not for the riches. It's for the poors. And he also said that the meat is bio-generated and it's 3D printed meat. So it's printed in a lab. And I was like, Campbell's soup will never see, they'll never see me again. And I'm like, how is it for poor people? I just thought that people ate soup as something to comfort them. And I also thought it was something that they, that we all ate when we didn't feel well. Soup is very comforting, but I think what I'm going to do, since we now know that that soup is unhealthy for you, what I'm going to do is just make my soup from scratch, to know that that's how a lot of these, CEOs feel. And a lot of times these people who run companies that are in leadership positions that are in the 1%, they don't eat the same stuff we eat anyway. I don't even think the guy who runs Chipotle eats that. One lady, she worked for a factory that provides all of the preservatives and stuff that they put in cookies. And she was like, I would never eat junk food. The CEO of Pepsi said, him and his family, they don't drink soda because those guys have the inside scoop and they know what's in that stuff, Anything that can last for 3 years, because I think a can of soup will last you for 3 years. It is full of preservatives, so that's fine. But they won't be hearing from me again. And so they're talking about they're going to do an investigation, because the way that it was exposed, a old employee came out and he was terminated because he went to HR. He secretly recorded the phone call. He reported the CEO to HR, and of course he ended up getting fired. And so now he's suing, and I'm like, as he should. He said it took him 10 months to find a job. Not only was the CEO talking poorly about the company, he was also talking about the employees. And so you guys might start seeing more about that in up and coming news. Okay, let me rinse these off real quick. Now that I have everything nice and clean, I'm just gonna kind of pat these dry just a little bit. And then we're gonna get ready to add a little bit of seasoning to them. And we're gonna lay them out on the pan and then bake them. That's it. It's very, very easy. Okay, I'm gonna be seasoning mine with steak seasoning. We're then going to be going in with some lemon pepper seasoning again. You can use as much of this as you would like. All of this stuff is not salty, so that's why, you know, I'm kind of heavy-handed. Now, Tony Satcheries, you want to go very light. Unless you kind of like your food like kind of spicy a little bit, then otherwise you can go light. I don't like spicy food, but I do like the flavor. Right, we're going to start this thing off right. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. Your fries should be coated like this. Now, if you want a little bit more seasoning once you get everything laid out in the pan, you can add a little bit more. Just gonna spray my pan, and we're gonna add all the fries. And you want to make sure that everything is just laid out flat like this. Ooh, we're getting fat tonight. We're getting fat tonight. And we're gonna be making turkey patties. Well, like turkey patty melts. That's also what we're gonna be making. So that's what we're having for dinner. I cannot wait. Okay, I have a confession, and this is bad. But y'all, sometimes I be happy, like, when my appetite pick up, because it be fun. It be fun eating, you know, and I know, like, it's not gonna last forever, you know what I mean? I know that I probably only have about another week or two of my appetite being like this, and then it's probably gonna go down. But y'all, it's been so fun eating and stuff. Oh my God. Oh, it's just been so much fun. Now, let me say this. It has not been fun looking at the scale though, you know what I'm saying? So I was 148 and now I'm 153. And so I do know, you know, I'm a shorty. I'm only 5'3". And unfortunately, when you're a shorty, we don't have a lot of places for our weight to go. And so I think, you know, you guys have probably noticed a little bit on camera that I've picked up a couple of pounds, but that's okay. We'll get them off. But it's the holidays and I like eating. It's like, y'all, it's so fun. Eating is so much fun. And I feel like this is my first time in a very, very long time just feeling normal, you know, like a real girl. And so while my appetite is like this, girl, I'ma eat. Cause I was even thinking, like, after this, girl, after we eat dinner, it's still early. Maybe we can go on like a cute little ice cream date. Oh my God, oh my goodness, I just want to eat everything. Oh, you know what I just thought about? Girl, we can be fatties together and go to Aldi. Oh my God, girl, Aldi has these these cheesecake things in the let me see, I guess it's like not in the produce section, but like in the section where they have all the cold cheeses and like I can't even think, like the meats and the, you know, lunch meat and stuff. Girl, they have cheesecake, and then they got cheesecake slices. When I tell you, those cheesecake slices are so good. Hold on, let me put this in the oven. It has been so much fun. All right, girls, let's get into the Costway deep fryer that I was telling you guys about. So one of the first things that I wanted to make you aware of is that it does have a timer. In addition to that, it does have a variety of temperatures that you can put this on, guys. This is super easy to use. It does come with all of the accessories, of course, and it has the easy lift basket. So even if you're a first-time user of this type of device, it's still really, really easy, or this cooking appliance is really, really easy to use. The only thing you would do is add your oil. Now, we did not use this tonight because I don't have any oil, but that's okay. I love the fact that it's lightweight and it does have a handle handles on the side. This is perfect for some of the smaller meals. If you don't want to cook for a large family or even a large portion, you can use this. And then also it has the vented top, and so you can check on your food as it is cooking without having to lift up the lid. So guys, this is a perfect Christmas gift. In fact, I am going to be gifting this to my bestie because she loves to cook as much as I do. Guys, right now Costway is hosting a Black Friday sale. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I put the links in the description box below. And also, if Costway is gracious enough to offer us an additional discount code, I'll put that in the description box below as well. Also, just to add this device or this appliance is currently going for $54, or we'll just round it up to about $55, and the shipping is super fast. In addition to that, you will receive your Costway deep fryer instruction manual. So yeah, this is pretty much all you need if you want to have a crispity, crunchity, fabulous holiday. Make sure that you order your deep fryer today from Costco.
Your style, your smile, your peace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what I came supposed to be. Baby, I feel free. Come on and go with me. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot, us to spark conversation.
I'm so disappointed, girls. The food did not come out good. Here are the fries. Here are the... Okay, let me explain. So what had happened was they were doing good. You know, I was checking on them and everything. They were in the oven. They were looking golden, brown, and delicious and crispy. And then I turned the oven down. I should have turned the oven off. And when I turned the oven down, I completely forgot about them. And so once the meat was ready, I went to look in the oven, and that's when I knew. It was at that moment she knew she fucked up. So anyway, girls, the food didn't come out good. It's awful. It was probably the worst meal I've made in a long time, but that's okay. That's why we call it Rob's Ratchet Kitchen. That way when stuff don't come out right, we don't have to feel any kind of way about it because it's coming out of the Ratchet Kitchen. So anyway, we're gonna go grab a little something quick to eat really quick and come straight back because I don't have anything else to prepare. Everything else is frozen, and so yeah, I need some food. Plus, I told y'all I need somebody to be fatties with. Don't none of y'all want to be fatties with me, so I gotta go be a fatty by myself. My best friend is not gonna be a fatty with me because she's from New York, and the girls from New York tend not to like to eat. I don't know, y'all don't like to eat that much, and when y'all do, it's just these little infant portion sizes. But anyway, so let's go grab something to eat. I'm thinking about Wingstop or something, but it needs to be quick so we can head back home and I can finish editing this vlog. But I at least wanted to hang out with you guys, you know, until the very end. So let me get my keys in my purse and I'll see you guys in the car. Baby, when I tell you this car is driving so smooth, baby, old Bessie said, new valve body, who this? Girl, this thing driving like it did when I first got it. Ooh, baby, she is smooth. You hear me? Okay, hold on. Let me do this. What, y'all, what fraternity used to be saying that? Do this. What is that? The Kappas? Who used to be saying it? Do they still do that, girl? It's been a periodically long time. You know what I'm saying? Since I done been around the fraternity boys. You know, I didn't go to homecoming this year. So, you know, I missed my taste of collegiate experiences for the year because typically that's the only time I get to be around, you know, the college people, the alumni. So yeah, okay, yeah, we pulling up on Wingstop. Okay, So I didn't want to place my order until I got here because I want my stuff to be, girl, you better shut up. Baby, you've been doing good. You've been doing good. Don't come in here playing with me. But anyway, okay, so yeah, girl, hold on. Let me make sure I parked right. Girl. See, now one thing I can say is old Bessie still be tripping when it be time to park. She be acting like she don't want to, like, park right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me concentrate. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, girl, but anyway, like I was saying, girl, you better be quiet. Hold on. Baby, all that screaming and stuff, she making me mad. But anyway, okay, girls, yeah, we're gonna go inside of Wingstop real quick and just grab our stuff, like place the order there. So let me do that and I'll call y'all back. All right, girls, we are finally home. So I got the lemon pepper wings and we got some free corn, some fries, but yeah, I ate most of them. I got a little bit of extra seasoning for the fries, and of course we got some ranch. So we have been eating this entire vlog. I know y'all like, what is going on? Because this is so not like me to, you know, just be eating and stuff, but girl, you know. So I like to take my meat and dip it in the ranch. I should give you guys some, huh? Okay, her. Oh, not me dropping. She was a fatty. Yup. She was a fatty. Yup. Ooh, girl. And then the crust on here, scrumptious. Let me tell you something about Wingstop. They shoopity doopity doopity doopity. Girl, I cannot do that while I laughing. Okay, let me say it again. They shoopity doopity 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 doop. They do chicken, right? They say they gonna be fucking playing, okay? Oh, the corn. Her. Tenderness. So one thing I'm noticing tonight is they been real light-handed with the seasoning. I don't know, maybe they got in trouble by the Food and Drug Administration, because baby, these is definitely giving it's definitely giving that Sarah was in the back making the corn and the wings. Ooh, girl. Her. I should be ashamed of myself. I think we did ate more in this one vlog than we've ever eaten in the history of vlogs for me. Now I'm getting a little bit full. Okay, so the key to success is as soon as you start getting full, you stop. And I'm getting full already. See, I hate that. If I don't stop now, I'm gonna be miserable. So I ate a little bit of corn, a wing, and some fries. So I think, you know, that's a good enough amount of food for me for right now. And girl, I want to stop where I am because we got dessert. Y'all like my screensaver? Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, girl, I was trying to like set the mood or whatever, because one of y'all was in the last vlog, I don't know what vlog that was, laughing, talking about that fireplace must be for the aesthetics because it is 80 degrees in Houston. And I was like, yes, it is, but I just like the crackling sound that the fireplace would make. But I decided to put on a little bit of snow. What's this? Girl, no. But anyway, I'm sorry, girl. So you know, Todd and Candy, they're getting a divorce, and everyone is saying Mama Joyce was right. Mama Joyce was right. I don't know. I just think maybe the relationship just ran its course, because that's what relationships do. And they've been, you know, just kind of going through it for a while, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I just think that it was over. And then, you know, Candy is a Taurus. I don't know what Todd is, but Tauruses are not, baby, Taurus is, you got to be strong to deal with them. That's a tough crowd. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, girls, this is our dessert. So we are eating a delicious piece of turtle cheesecake from Aldi. These are $1.89. It comes with 2 slices. So I decided to go with the chocolate. I actually did purchase the strawberry cheesecake as well, but we just gonna have this for right now. So it's so creamy and delectable. I like to put mine in the freezer and literally eat it just fresh out the freezer, fresh out the showroom floor. So I'm gonna give y'all the first bite. So sweet and creamy, and then those chocolate chips. They just need to add like a few, like, you know, a few more pecans. That's it. Oh my God, y'all want another bite? She was a fatty. Yep, she was a fatty. Y'all, why is eating so fun? Oh my God, this is so fun. Oh, girl, but that crust at the bottom. This crust on the bottom. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Close the door. I feel like Nutty Professor right now. See, before I started eating this food, I was feeling like Buddy Love. You know what I'm saying? But now it's 100% Professor Clump. I forgot to say this. Do not try this at home, kids. My behavior in this vlog has been diabolical. Don't do what I do, okay? Be better than me. Don't be like me. Be better than me. You know what? This is going straight to my boobs and to my butt. You know what I just thought about? We did not get the car inspected, but that's okay. We can go tomorrow. I've been over here. Y'all been grinding, and it is not a complaint. It is absolutely a blessing for all of these sponsorships to just be coming left and right. It is such a blessing, girl. It's been a long time coming, and I'm so grateful, you know. So I'll never take that for granted or whatever. So yeah, I hope that this vlog has been fun, because it feels like the only thing I did in this entire vlog is eat. Okay, so hopefully it's been a fun vlog for you guys. I don't know, girl, but we'll see when I start when I start editing the footage or whatever. But before I go, I just kind of wanted to say this, because this has been something kind of on my mind. So real quick, girl, when I was down to TikTok a few weeks ago, I saw this guy, and on TikTok they have like a dating talk, dating over 50, dating over 40. And so basically this man, he was on there and he was saying like, you know, he tries to date women within his age range or whatever. He doesn't like young women, but he was like, one of the things that he loves about dating women, you know, like in their 40s or 50s. I think he was about 48. He wasn't 50 yet, but he was just like, he loves to see like women who are beautiful, who are used to kind of like controlling things and just having everything together. He loves seeing them go through like the impacts of like perimenopause or menopause. And he was just like, it's nothing more satisfying than seeing a woman, you know, going through like a hot flash or just something that going on with her body that she has no control over. And then it was so many women in the comment section that was just like, girl, on some pick me behavior. And I'm just like, okay, any woman going through perimenopause, I don't know about menopause, but I'm absolutely going through perimenopause. That is not funny. And it was just like so many women. It was just like, oh, you can call me if you like that. And I'm just like, what kind of pick me bullshit is this? Like, and the only people that were kind of objecting in the comment section were people that were saying stuff like, you know, I'm a medical professional, or, you know, and there's nothing funny about perimenopause and menopause, and just saying stuff like that. But the amount of women that are just pick-me's, it is disgusting. And that's why I feel like men will always have options. I don't care how terrible the man is, how awful he is. You know, you can have, not you, but there can be so much information out about this person just being awful. And there's always going to be a line of dummies waiting for their turn. Because I was just like, y'all think that's cute. It is just the fact of like, he reveled in the fact of like a woman not being able to control or having control over something. And it made me think like, do you have any shortcomings? Are you not in control? Like, why would you enjoy seeing a woman go through pain or just go through a difficult time? I was utterly disgusted. But anyway, I could go on and on and on, but I won't, because I need to edit this vlog so you guys can get this first thing in the morning. But anyway, girls, tomorrow morning we're gonna get up, we're gonna get pretty, we're gonna go get the car situated, because I've been saying it all vlog long. After that, we'll probably just go do just a little bit of window shopping. I need to help one of my family members do something as well, and so we'll probably go, you know, take care of that. And I don't know, we'll just try to find some other thing. Oh, you know what, girls, we need to make some banana pudding cups. So yeah, that's what we'll do tomorrow. So I'll go help my family, and then we're gonna make those banana pudding cups or whatever, and then we'll be going into Thanksgiving. Guys, this is gonna be my first Thanksgiving where I am not battling seasonal depression, and it just feels so good, guys. I'm so excited. I was even thinking about doing just like a little bit of decor, just like right there in the archway, you know, just maybe doing just a little bit of, I think it's called garland, and maybe like some little lights or something or whatever. So this is monumental. It's just like a big deal for me, the idea of me even wanting to decorate. But anyway, guys, let me go ahead and close the vlog out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
If there's a cure for this, I don't want it, but don't want it. If there's a remedy,